Hey, this is Preet, and welcome back. So now see how to automate REST APIs. So the intention behind this is we might be using REST APIs for various purpose, and in this video we are going to uh, create a third-party software, a third-party content management site, and we're gonna use the services via REST APIs. And to use those REST APIs, probably, I mean, if you try to do it manually, C hash codes or any other programming language, you would end up writing, too many codes. And if the process is repetitive, it's better you automate it. Now, the content management site is called iManage, and with respect to that, you would be creating workspaces at the initial level. So workspaces are the root folders where you can create your folders, subfolders, and place your documents in. You have to do that via UiPath. Uh, just creating of workspaces would be taken as uh, a demo for this scenario. Let me show here. All right, this is my UiPath studio where now I can build my bots. And to start with, I have created a sequence over here. I've taken a sequence, and sorry, that's not the one. Let me. Yep, this is the one. So drag and drop the sequence over here. Activity which I do is ask the user whether what name he wants to uh, have workspace name. So in order to do, I have an input dialog box over here, and I'm asking user to enter the workspace name. So the which I'm gonna do is call the REST APIs. REST APIs, we need to can drop HTTP request activity. Let's see. I mean, how do we configure this HTTP request of activity in the sequence? So on this, you have properties area you can configure your request. Very gonna do is set up the endpoints. So my endpoint, this is sandbox environment, and hence I'm trying to enter the key base URL. So this is my method, API method, not method. This is my API method. So when your API slash v1 slash workspaces, so the method API method would then creating your workspaces. Now the API method would be post obviously because I'm creating a workspace. We want see we need the payload, right? So the payload would go in this body section. So the has three different inputs, basically the default security, and so this is iManage database in which the workspaces are getting created. and default would be either public or private. As name, I've created a variable as name. The output of input dialog box would be workspace name, and the workspace name is stored under this variable name. So with as a code, let me see what other things I'll have to configure. Body format. I mean, body format is used to define. I mean, in which way the output would be, or the payload would go as. I've mentioned as application hash. I mean, application hash JSON, and then the head. So this is very important. I mean, uh, when you want to, uh, pass or authentication token, you have to mention the authentication token in the header. So sort. Okay, let me delete. Okay. So if you this is my this application would change every 4 hours. It gets refreshed, so hence you can see the difference. But this would be an alphanumeric um, or an encrypted format of your authentication token. All right, other things we need to key in. Let's just check. I don't have anything over here. So basically, this which I'm going to pass in. So configuring this HTTP request, the output request would be placed in some variable. So out here, the result. So I'm going to create one variable string and I'll be placing JObject. All right. So I think after this activity, probably I'm gonna skip this activity because I'm not gonna store anything in this text box. So this was basically added to write this result of the JSON object in the text file. But I think so it is necessary as of now. So I'm gonna skip this one. I think if you need something this probably you can drag and drop right to text. I guess show you this. This is activity in drag and drop over here. You just have to mention where and what file you would be placing. For example, I'm a texture in this path. You just have to get that, and what would you be writing into the text file? So I would writing the JSON I've retrieved from that early activity, have defined it over here. So I'm gonna do this one and move on to the next activity. So if you can see, I've placed a message box. This is also a next step where I'm gonna create a new folder, but this is not a part of this demo, today's demo. So you might ignore this one. So this is the you have to make. So the two-step process. One is to ask user an object. Second one, provide an HTTP request so that you are called and it's a purpose. So if you can configure this, probably it's good enough to go. So let me and should put, and this asking me to key in the mandatory fields. I'm just gonna say okay, whatever is necessary or whatever is uh, field that needs to be entered by the user. Okay, a new element got created, and this is just a result which the API has given us. If you can see value here, you can easily, I mean, whatever I have given it as an input, the object and it's available over here is also getting created. I'm just gonna say okay. This message box, I mean, it is not serving any purpose as of now. For today's demo, say okay. So let me quickly show you this is being created. Yeah. So the one which I had created a few moments ago, or I think this is a demo which I wanted to show you. So probably in the we can automate this creation of API process. Right. So if you have any concerns regarding this, probably I would be happy to answer all your queries. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Good night.